meeting starting, and let's move on with the meeting part of the night, the public speaking. So we're all here, right? We have four speakers tonight. It's going to be a very full meeting. I'm excited to announce here as first speaker an administrator at an international high school. A person that has developed an interest and passion in helping and encouraging others to continue to learn, get involved in the community, and better understand this beautiful world we live in. Tonight, Ms. Laura, she will be doing her seventh speech from her Competent Communicator Manual. The title is The Value of Doing Less. Please welcome Laura.
Good evening, fellow Toastmasters, and welcome to our guests. We have a very busy life. Jamie Oliver has come out with 15-minute meals, so we can eat our dinners very quickly with our families. We have instant messaging, which allows us to communicate very quickly with friends, which is great. And we can also pay very quickly with just a tap of the card or just a click of the button. All of these things enable us to do more and more things. It's very interesting noticing that a lot of the bloggers and journalists these days are actually saying that money is becoming less valuable, and what is actually becoming more valuable, or what is the new currency in today, is actually our attention. So our attention to things is much more important than where we put our money. Now, I love a busy life. I love having a cup of coffee in the morning. I love pounding out lots of emails, paying my bills, cleaning the house, all before 11 o'clock. It's great. It's exhilarating, and I love the adrenaline rush because I can do so much more before the deadline of dinner time, when the day sort of ends. But we've all heard that this busy lifestyle actually has consequences for our health. We've maybe heard it from friends who have felt burnouts, or maybe from our mothers telling us that we're doing too much. I know my mother sometimes tells me that. So what is so detrimental to our busy North American lifestyle? Well, physically, we are running around and exhausting our bodies. We are doing so much, so fast. We are sitting really uptight, typing 80 words per minute, trying to get through a deadline. My masseuse actually told me a few months ago that so many of her clients are not just coming in with back problems or knee problems, they're coming in so much more with shoulder problems these days. And that tension that we are holding for our busy lives is actually causing quite a few headaches. So this is physically. And mentally, what is wrong with such a busy adrenaline rush life? Well, what I thought was very interesting as I did my research on the internet was that focusing on so many different things and never really focusing on one thing at a time actually weighs a lot on our minds. So we're trying to focus on the task at hand, but we're also focusing on so many other things of what we have to do next or what we missed. And this is actually detrimental to our minds over time. And then, of course, we hear the doctors say that this stress, it releases these chemicals in our body, and it actually constricts our blood vessels. And if you have smaller blood vessels for a long period of time, then it actually puts quite a bit of stress on our hearts, which can lead to early heart attacks and strokes. And these are no fun at all. So this is the science between such a busy life. And maybe what have we thought of some consequences to maybe our personal lives? Maybe we don't actually focus on the person in front of us. And sure, we can send that quick email to a friend to let them know that we're thinking of them, which is great. but how much time do we put aside to actually focus on them? Where are we putting our value? Is it in these busyness of our lives? That when we're busy, it means that we're very popular or something that society tells us? I'm not too sure. So where are we putting our attention? I want you all to think of that for a moment. So it's quite interesting. I heard from a Canadian journalist named Carlos Honoré. I may have pronounced his name wrong. And he starts off a talk saying that he has written a book on the slow movement, but he's actually been running around the world going really, really fast and trying to promote his book, he says. It's a sort of oxymoron. It's a very funny, strange world we live in. And he describes some of the slow movements that have come out in response to such a busy life. And one of these is the slow food movement, which comes out of Italy. And another one is this organic food movement as well. So not only are we wanting good food, but we're also wanting a good, healthy lifestyle for our farmers as well. And another interesting one that he mentioned was actually a slow city movement, which I had never heard of before. But it's this idea of modeling and developing our cities to enable people to move slowly, to put their attention to those roses and stop and smell them for a little while, and to put their attention into people, into their neighbors, and develop that community. There's many different ways that we can adopt this slow movement, and some of them could be sitting in silence, waking up early and doing that. For me, that would be a little bit hard, as silence can feel awkward at first. So some people actually suggest just integrating a slower morning routine as a way to start your morning slow and then to actually focus your attention on the day at hand. I was also reading this book by Brian Smith, and one of his things that he suggests is taking the slow line at the grocery store. So I decided to try it, and this did not go well for me. It was very, very difficult to do that, and so I feel like it caused me more stress than it actually helped. But it might work for you. And so I encourage you all just to think about this new currency. Where is your attention in your life? Sort of the old saying might be, where are you putting your money? So where are you putting your attention?